sausage and white beans alongside Pappa al Pomodoro. So for the Pappa al Pomodoro, I toast my stale bread, which you just tear up kind of ragged and rough, rustic style, and throw it onto a baking sheet. And then I put it in the oven and I toast it. It makes the bread slightly nutty and a little more sturdy when you stir it into the tomato soup. So in this pan, I started with 1 fennel, 1 onion, and you add salt and pepper so it draws the liquid out of the fennel and the onion. And then we add sweet sausage with fennel, about 1 pound for every 4 people. And once all that's happening, then we grate in the garlic. When people tell me they don't care for garlic, it's usually a problem with how they're preparing it and the temperature of the pan when they add the garlic. We add the garlic later in dishes so that it doesn't singe or get bitter. And then we're going to add a copious amount of sage. A good handful, a nice big thick stack of sage. Stack them all together and then just rock the knife from the tip. And then we need white beans. Now if you have the time, soak your beans overnight, or you can do a quick soak with boiling water over them for 1 hour. And you can cook the dry beans with fresh bay leaves and an onion. If you don't have the time, buy a couple of jars or cans of white beans, so cannellini, or borlotti beans, little pink beans, are also very delicious. You just add them to the skillet. And we want to pick up all the fond, all the great little snibbly bits from the sausage. So we're going to add some white wine. This is a Tuscan. Now, Pappa al Pomodoro is the simplest thing in the world to make. It's like nothing. It's olive oil that you warm. You add garlic and cook it gently and slowly, right? 0 color on the garlic, just bubbling over very low heat in good olive oil. Now we're gonna take a large can of Italian whole tomatoes, San Marzanos. This is hand crushing, obviously, so we end up with coarse pieces of the tomatoes, the sugary sweet tomatoes. If you use tomatoes from your pantry that are not San Marzano, most people add a little pinch of sugar to this. You can add a little bit of red pepper, as my family prefers. Milder, of course, would be a little bit of black pepper. Different flavor, hits different points in your mouth. You can add both. Go crazy. I can't see you. It's fine by me. So we're going to add a good season with authority pinch of salt. And then we're going to add some stock. Now, in the sausage dish with the white beans and the sage, I use some beef bone stock, or you can use veal stock, is traditional for Tuscany. And for the other dish, oh, this is getting beautiful. You want it to thicken up a bit, just like this. Oh, I love this. The starch in the beans starts to cook out and break down, and the wine has been absorbed by the sausage. And the sage, you can really smell. It's so delightful. I'm gonna turn that down because he's pretty much done. Great. In this guy, I use chicken bone broth. Of course, if you want to make this a vegetarian preparation, use vegetable stock instead. And I'm going to reserve a little and see where the bread goes. It depends on how much bread you toast up, how much the Pappa al Pomodoro will absorb. Now this just hangs out a few minutes and starts to thicken up again, right? And concentrate the flavor of whichever stock that you added. And then we're going to stir in the toasty bread to get it ready to serve. And we're going to add a good amount of torn basil. Here is our pot of Pappa al Pomodoro. So to serve this, we just pop it in a bowl. Parmigiano. Good fruity olive oil, delightful. And then we bring up the brother dish, the sausage and white beans and sage. Put that in a little dish alongside with the fennel, onions, all that fresh sage.